All right, folks, welcome back to SportsLine. Got another caller on the line. Vicky's on line one. Vicky, good evening.
Yes, hello.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm wonderful. How are you? Thanks for calling. What's on your mind?
I'm calling about my daughter. She has real bad migraines. And the doctor's been giving her all different types of medicines, but it's not stopping her migraines.
Okay.
I'm trying to get a little help.
Yeah, you might have me mistaken with the pharmacist on call. We kind of get mistaken for each other. This is SportsLine, actually. We're talking sports. So, but what night is he on, Courtney? First Thursday of the month.
First of the month.
Yeah, you can give him a call then.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thanks for the call. I hope your daughter's migraines are better. Yeah. Well, yeah, we get mistaken for each other, I guess, a lot. Anyway, welcome back to SportsLine. And last week it was announced that Delanie Walker, the Titans' Pro Bowl tight end, received a 2-year contract extension. He'll be a Titan through the 2018 season. And despite being 31 years old, he feels like he has a lot of years left. Here's some of what he had to say to the media earlier today.
Get the contract done knowing that you're going to be here at least a couple more years?
Very excited. Something that I wanted to get done actually 2 years ago. And, you know, I knowing I had to earn that, and I feel like I did, and I think they've seen that, and it's just a blessing to get it done finally.
Were you worried about the prospect of going into a contract year at your age then, too? I mean, important to get it done before the season?
Not really. I didn't even think about it, you know, until you read tweets like he's pretty old. And you know, but other than that, I didn't think about it. I feel like I play at a high level. Most of the time, people don't even know how old I am until they look it up. So that wasn't something I was concerned about.
Was it a situation where maybe early in your career when you didn't play as much, not a lot of tread off the tires, so instead of being 31, whatever, you're really more like 27 or 8?
Pretty much, you know, being in San Francisco, I didn't do a lot. Well, I guess I didn't take a lot of hits. I played a lot, and I think I was more of a blocking tight end there. So I guess I didn't get the usual beating that a tight end that was starting did.
Why is it important for you, Delanie, to be here with the Titans? What do you see this team building?
I'm going to start off by saying because they gave me the opportunity when I first came in free agency and believed that I can be a starting tight end in the NFL. So that's one reason. And then the draft, the guys we picked up, and then some of the leaders we have on this team, I feel like we're hungry, and it's a year that we can show people that we are a powerful team in the NFL.
Was it tempting, Delanie? I mean, you're kind of coming into the prime, you know, statistics-wise, and these guys have only won 5 games the last 2 years. Were you tempted at all to say, what can I find on the open market after the coming year?
You know, I'm loyal. You know, and again, like I said, they gave me an opportunity, and I had my best years here. I felt like, you know, I might as well stay here and keep doing what I'm doing. So.
You mentioned the draft picks, the rookies coming in. They'll be in the field this weekend. Any advice for them? Obviously, their eyes are going to be huge. Their heart's going to be pounding.
Getting that playbook. You know, that's the only advice I can give you. If you know what you're doing, you can play fast, and you probably won't feel like you're nervous when you're out there. Like I told all the guys in the new tight end, getting that playbook, that's a great opportunity to go out there and get better.
You guys, when these new guys come in, do vets kind of size them up, or anxious to see what they look like when they come in, how they're going to work, and what they're all about?
I've been sizing up Henry, man. You know, he's a big dude. You know, I got to put him in his place early. So, but he's a good dude. I'm just messing with him, you know, giving him a hard time because I feel like he's going to be a monster for this team. I usually don't talk to the rookies until they make the team, but he's one of the guys I think can help this team out.
He's a bigger running back as you've been around?
He's pretty big. Yeah, he probably one of the biggest running backs I've seen. Oh, no, I played with Brandon Jacobs, so he was similar to Brandon Jacobs.
You feel how much was the age a factor in the contract? So you look at what Ertz got and what Reed got and their production versus your production, it seems like they've done better financially.
Oh, most definitely. I mean, they're all in the 24s, 25 age range. So I think my age was a big factor on the deal, not giving me more than 2 years, you know, just because I will be 34 when this contract is up. So I think that played a big part in it.
How many more years you want to
I don't know. We'll see how well after I finish this contract, how well I do. So
you're not thinking this is your last one, right?
not at all. Not at all.
Delaney, you had such a productive year last year. Does it make it a little easier, though, on the offense, and Mariota maybe particularly, with all the additions that they've brought in this offseason?
Most definitely. That's why I'm excited. People say, oh, you might not get as many catches as you did last year, but I feel the total opposite. If our running game is big, I think I'll have more catches than what I had last year.
Delaney, every year, we ask you guys who've been here a while, is it a different feel, a different atmosphere? And every year you guys say, yes, it's different, it feels different, but what about this year in terms of really being different? Is it?
I think it's a lot different, atmosphere here, just with the coaches, the GM. You can tell just by what we're doing right now at OTAs and the phases. Usually we just run routes and then call the day up. We conditioning after we run routes as a team. We got all phases going. Everybody's working hard in the weight room. We switching it up in the